Hey everyone, I'm Tamara Krinsky with the Red Carpet Report. We're here tonight in Beverly Hills at the Costume Designers Guild Awards, which honors the achievement in costume design in TV, film, and commercials. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a minute and picture Kerry Washington clad in all white, striding into her office, rallying her gladiators. Or Amy Adams, clad in a dress that goes down to there, channeling the sexiness and strength of the 70s. Or Jared Leto, dressed in a beautiful dress, breaking our hearts. These are just a couple of the iconic images from this year's nominees, and we'll be talking to their designers to find out why they are indeed a cut above the rest. All right, I'm here with Jennifer Bryan, who is the costume designer for Breaking Bad.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. You look amazing. This ensemble.
Thank you. It's David Meister dress. Thank you.
Is it when you're actually coming to a costume designer's event, is there more pressure on what you wear?
Oh my gosh, yes, because it's like you're with the costume mafia. So you have to be on point. Yes.
Well, as the costume designer of Breaking Bad, I would say you've got a top position in that mafia.
I hope so. Thank you. Am I like the Lady Dawn, right?
We've got to come up with a mafia name for you.
Yeah, I've got a mafia name, yes. Yeah, we have to think of something.
Well, tell me a little bit about the evolution of the look on the show, because if you look at it over the course of the various seasons, the color palette definitely changes. Yes. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Yes. Well, coming into the show, I came in on the final season and met with Vince Gilligan, and we talked about what I could do as a new designer on board, make my mark. And he gave me some information, skeletal information of what was going to happen, but I couldn't get the whole story because they keep it very tight to their chest. And so I knew that the characters were going to go through some very dramatic arcs. So with that, we talked about color palette, because that's a way to kind of, the brain just sends a signal when somebody is usually wearing some crazy bright purple, goes down to like very, very dark colors, something's going to happen. So we did that carefully, subtly, but it was interesting. I was telling a friend of mine that the bloggers noticed it, and it was like, they were like, what's going to happen? Something's going to happen. What's going to happen to Marie? So there was a lot of speculation. So the viewers who were really plugged into the show noticed those changes. So that was basically, for me, my mark coming into Breaking Bad, on these characters that were already established. But I'm just so thrilled to be able to, be associated with such an iconic show.
And how does it feel coming into something that's been so popular, that's done so well during its last season? I mean, is it intimidating? Was it nerve-wracking? What were you like going into it?
A bit, because, I had to put on my A game. Yeah, so but I was confident. I was always a fan of the show, so I already came in knowing some of the mythology of the characters, and I'd been watching, and I remember watching going, wow, I'd love to get a show like this. And my dream came true.
Well, what's the next dream for you? If you could work in another genre, let's say, what would you like to tap into?
I would like to do something futuristic. Although right now I'm doing a great show. I'm doing the originals for the CW network, and that has, because vampires never die, so there's a lot of flashbacks. I do Vikings, I do the 1800s, 17th century, so that's great. But the future, I'd love to get a stab at that.
So a little bit of past, a little bit of future. What's it like working with Julie Plec?
Oh, I love Julie.
She's amazing.
Yes, she is. I'm just so happy to be back associated with her, because I was the original designer of Vampire Diaries, and then so she called me for this. I had to answer the call, so here I am in Atlanta.
And what's it like when you're creating a show from scratch? How does that process work? I mean, do you put a bunch of stuff up on Pinterest and trade ideas? How does it work?
I do a lot of my own research. Obviously the internet is a great aid, and then I do storyboards. And like in the case of the originals, or even with Vince, well, Vince is a little different because it was already established. But when it's a new show, I have conversations with writers. I had conversations with Julie, the creator of the show, and try to get what her development of the character is and what she'd like to see. So I get points, I get key points from them. Then I go and design, put some looks together, then represent it to them, and we kind of look at my storyboards and hash it out, and they go, well, I like this and like that, and I come up with something. Yes.
I would say you come up with quite a lot. Congratulations on your nomination tonight. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Tamara Krinsky with the Red Carpet Report. Thanks so much for watching our coverage of the Costume Designers Guild Awards. If you like what you saw, click like. And if you want to see more, make sure to hit subscribe. We'll see you next time.